It was one of the most special and best feelings I've ever had in my life, where your body, just your out-of-body experience, the hairs on your neck, you have this flush, incredible feeling. Probably came a little bit young. I still had loads to learn. I didn't feel like I was that vocal leader that you probably needed to be to captain a Liverpool dressing room. But all the way through my younger amateur teams and through the system at Liverpool, I think I tried to play in a certain way, in a certain style that led. That's the way I try and play. And I think that's what got me the armband, rather than looking at me and going, oh, he's vocally ready, or he's mature enough or experienced enough to be the captain of Liverpool. I think the way I played and my style gave me the opportunity. Then I had to grow, learn on the job, evolve. And having the likes of Redknapp, Sami Hyypiä, Jamie Carragher, them players, they helped me a lot in the initial period.
I've heard loads of players talk about being at Liverpool and under your kind of captaincy, talking about they were actually in there trying to impress you more than the manager at some times.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's the...
But did you ever feel that? Like, because I always say to my mates, I've got loads of Liverpool supporters and mates, and they always ask me about Steve. I say, you know what? Forget being a footballer. He's got quite an aura sometimes.
Yeah, but I think looking into the Manchester United dressing room from afar, I would probably say the likes of yourself, Roy Keane, definitely. I'd say Giggs. Looking at Giggs from afar, I would say. And even your Scholesy, I'd say there's a core of players in every dressing room where a new signing has to impress and start well. Yeah. Because you know, as well as I do, we talk. The first thing me and you say, if we're in the same dressing room, say Liverpool, for example, the player comes in, he has a nightmare in his first session, we're going, he didn't start well. Or like Alonso came in, for example, and just went, bang.
Did he, yeah? First
thing, Carragher comes in and goes, whoa, we've got a player here. So you have them conversations. So
you make quick judgments as well, don't you?
And I think the core of any dressing room, they have the respect and, you know, the feeling in the dressing room where I think new players and new signings or players coming through the youth system, they should have to impress that core of players. They should have to prove that they're good enough and that they're going to help the team.
And seeing the way that you take over games at times and dominate games, I look at my career and think it's probably like when I was 20, 22, where I felt I could dominate an opponent quite consistently, or get into a game where I don't feel like I'm going to be challenged because I'm really on it. When did you start feeling that not invincible, but that real confidence in your performance?
Well, I in my early years, I was always compared to Roy Keane, your Patrick Vieira's.